Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Confidence is Overrated podcast. Today, I want to talk about the confidence myth and why you will never feel ready to take action and why that's actually a good thing. So, this episode will be all about how to build more courage instead of focusing on waiting for confidence to appear. I want to start with a question. Have you ever had those moments when you are telling yourself, I will wait until I feel confident. I will wait until I feel prepared to start. I will wait until I'm more ready before I do this. Because for me, it has happened a lot. I think we all have. We often wait for that magical day when the clouds will open and the sun will go out and the rainbow is shining and everything is perfect and all the conditions align for us to take action, for us to feel confident, for us to feel ready. But the truth is this. You are never going to feel 100% prepared to do anything really, but especially to do things that feel uncertain, to do things that feel new or scary, to do things that feel unknown to us, where we don't know what the outcome will be. For us to do things where we have to expose ourselves, we are never going to feel 100% ready for those things. And that's actually good news because confidence isn't what starts your journey in any new domain or in any new area of your life. It's actually what builds along the way. Confidence is the outcome, is the byproduct of taking action, of starting. So it's what you build along the way. I still remember when I just got certified as a life coach and I needed to do my practice hours, the nervous feeling I would feel before starting each new session with a customer or with a client. Even when I decided to do my first live workshops for the school, I remember thinking about it for weeks and months. And I had a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I wanted to do, but just continue to think I will do it when I feel more prepared, when I feel ready, when something changes. I had all the ideas, all the notes, the title, the things that I wanted to share with others. I kept saying, I will do it when I feel more ready. I will do it when I feel more prepared. The truth is that I wasn't afraid of doing it wrong. I was afraid of other people seeing me doing imperfectly, other people seeing me fail, other people seeing me doing it wrong. And that's true for so many of us. We are scared for others to see us. We are scared to be visible. We are scared of others seeing us fail. We are scared of what other people will think or how other people will judge us. And when you think about it, you are not scared of what other people are thinking about you. You are scared of what you are thinking other people are thinking about you. So at the end, it's always about you. It's always about what you are thinking about yourself. So I realized something. The only way to feel ready to do anything that feels scary or new or uncomfortable is to start before you feel ready. The moment I went live with my workshop, I was shaking. My voice was shaky. And I was scared. Felt very exposed. But once I got started, once I got into the subject, I started to enjoy myself. I started to trust myself. I started to say to myself, see, you can do this. And that's what happens usually with confidence. That's where confidence starts. That's where confidence originates. It's not before you do something. It's not before you take action. It's right after. And even while you are doing it, when you feel the confidence. This happened to a few weeks ago. I decided to do a semi-nude photo shoot as a way to celebrate my 35th birthday. I felt very uncomfortable being naked and having pictures of me taken while I was naked. But I knew I wanted to do it. And what I realized is that when we are doing uncomfortable things, we never feel confident before we do it. But after, I felt incredible. I felt so comfortable with myself, with the decision. And I told you all about this in my newsletter, with my weekly newsletter. So if you want to know about this story, I will leave you the link in the show notes. But it taught me that doing uncomfortable new things will always feel uncomfortable, will always feel scary, will always feel uncertain. And that doesn't mean that you cannot do it. that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. And this is happening even now that I finally decided to start training for a full marathon after completing several half marathons and saying a lot of times that I wanted to do a full one. And the things that I continue telling myself, you cannot do it. I cannot do it. I don't like running. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not capable. I'm not going to enjoy it. And look at this self-talk. I was continually blocking myself to even try it, to even start training for it. And at one point, I decided to change the conversation with myself. And I started treating myself as if I was my best friend, as if I was rooting for myself. I started saying to myself, you can do it. You could do it. You can train for it. You can prepare yourself. You can enjoy the process. You can make it fun. You got this, Jenny. You can do it, Jenny. And when I changed the conversation to talking to myself as if I was my best friend, I was someone that was rooting for me, that was coaching me. That made me decide that I could do it if I wanted, if I train for it. I could decide today that I want to start doing something. I start preparing for something. I know that I won't be prepared while I'm doing it. I know that I won't feel prepared before I do it. Even now, I still feel scared every time I have a lunch wrong or every time I still feel like I'm not prepared, like I'm not ready for it. But that's part of the process. That's what makes you feel more ready every time, each time. So confidence is not there at the beginning. It's not there before you do something, but you start building it through the process. And it's what appears after you do something because you start trusting yourself that you can do that. So let's talk about the neuroscience of confidence for a moment. Your brain is wired to look for safety, to keep you safe. And so every time you think of doing something that feels uncertain, that feels new or scary, launching a project or launching a business or quitting your job or showing up online, recording a podcast or recording a video or sending an email, making a call, posting a video, your amygdala, which is the one that is in charge of the fight or flight response, says, danger, danger, don't do it, don't go here. And that's why so often we block ourselves to keep ourselves in the comfort zone. But here's the twist. Your brain cannot tell the difference between fear or excitement. The same region in your brain lights up when you feel scared as when you feel thrilled. The difference, what you tell yourself, the sensation means. So that's why when you are constantly telling yourself, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, your brain recognizes that as danger and it stops you from going there. But you can easily change that and start saying, I'm excited, I'm growing, I'm expanding, I'm learning. And that makes your brain prepares for growth, prepares for excitement, prepares for learning and growing instead. So this is how confidence is built. One, you take small actions. Then, second, you get small wins. And third, you create the proof, the evidence that you can do it. And it's like a lot. Every small action that you take that feels like a small win creates the proof and the evidence that you can do. And that allows you to take more small actions, and that allows you to have more small wins, and that allows you to create more proof and more evidence that you can do it. And that's how you start building more and more confidence in a new area or in a new domain or in something that feels uncertain for you. In other words, you take action, your brain notices that you took action and that you survived it. Dopamine increases as a result of your brain noticing that you took action and you survive. And then that creates the self-trust that you can survive it again and you can continue doing it. So that's why I say it's a loop. The more action you take, the more you show your brain that you are capable of taking more action. And that gives you the proof, the evidence to continue taking action and to continue taking bigger, more impactful actions in your life. So here, I want to ask yourself, the next time that you feel afraid, the next time that you feel like something is uncertain, like something is scary, the next time you feel something is too unknown, too exposing, I want you to ask yourself, instead of saying, how can I make the fear go away? How can I stop feeling scared? I want you to ask yourself instead, what is a small action I can take today to show my brain, to show myself that I can do more, that I'm capable of surviving, that I am safe to move forward with this. I want to give you a 3-step process that I give my coaching clients. It's called the action over fear framework. Step number 1, I want you to name the fear and say it out loud. I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of being embarrassed. I'm afraid of looking stupid. I'm afraid of not being able to complete this wrong. I'm afraid that I will try and I won't be able to make it. I'm afraid of investing all this time in this project and not having any kind of outcome. I'm scared of wasting my time. Naming it, naming the fear, turns off your brain's alarm response and allows for you to respond logically to it. Step number 2, I want you to train the action. I want to make it super small. I thought about this process in the episode of last week. You can check it out about how small micro actions and micro wins have big impact in your life. But this is simply about how big goals trigger our fear response. When we make them smaller, when we make them doable, we set ourselves up for success and we allow ourselves to feel safe moving forward and taking action. So here I want you to ask yourself, what is the smallest next step I can take that move me forward without overwhelming myself? And then step 3, I want you to celebrate the wins. I want you to celebrate the proof, the evidence that you are creating. After you do the small action, I want you to acknowledge it. No matter how small it is, I want you to say, I did it, and put a check mark next to the calendar, next to the plan. I want you to acknowledge it. Post it if you want in Instagram. I did this. I completed the workout. I completed the run. But I want you to celebrate it in some way, because that's how you build identity-based confidence. And that's how you start identifying yourself with that person who is taking those small actions, who is taking those steps, no matter how small they might feel. Because you start saying to yourself, I want to be someone who is brave, who takes action. And instead, you start saying to yourself, I am someone who takes action and goes after what she wants. So if this message hit home, if you have been waiting for the right time, for the perfect plan, for the perfect amount of confidence to feel prepared or ready to do something, this is your sign to start before you feel ready with what you have right now. Take one small step this week towards what you want to create more of in your life. You need a little bit of help to get started. I made you something. It's called the 5 minutes courage reset. It's a simple 5 minutes ritual that will help you overcome the fear and take the next brave step. You can download it for free in the show notes. And if you are ready to go deeper, join me live on November 30 for my new workshop, From Start to Started, How to Take Action When You Don't Feel Ready Yet. It's going to be 90 minutes live of mindset shift, neuroscience, coaching tools, and working together to help you stop waiting and start taking action now to create your next chapter and to end the year strong. Because confidence is created one brave step at a time. So if you are ready to start taking action before the end of the year and to start creating more of what you want and to start planning for 2026, join me there. I will leave you more information in the show notes and I will reach out with more information closer to the day. Thank you again for listening or watching to this episode. I'm honored to have you here. And as always, I want to remind you, I'm forever rooting for you. You got this. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.